Fighters, it's me, Cassidy, your Tuesday. Although today is actually Sunday, but whatever. So I think this week we're supposed to talk about something that we're passionate about. And it took me quite a while to figure out what I was actually passionate about, because I'm actually a pretty lazy person. But one thing that I've come to realize that I am pretty passionate about is funding for inner city schools and particularly public schools. And it kind of bothers me that Obama is all yay charter schools, because I don't think that's really going to help the kids that actually need help. Because the kids that can afford a charter school, they're fine. Chances are, if your parents are rich enough to send you to a charter school, they can help you with whatever you need help with. But some of the kids that go to public schools, not necessarily so well off. And I really have a problem with No Child Left Behind, like that program, because it doesn't really work, because it ends up leaving a lot of children behind and lowering the standards rather than actually getting kids to where they need to be. With inner city schools, you've got a lot of teachers that don't care so much. You've got a lot of out-of-date textbooks. You've got poor facilities, and by which I mean like no air conditioning, like no gym, no music classes, nothing that would make it worth going to school for a lot of kids. And it really bothers me, because if you don't test well on all the standardized tests for No Child Left Behind, then you don't get money. And because you don't get money, you can't afford up-to-date textbooks. You can't afford to pay your teachers well to actually get good teachers. You can't afford a lot of things that you really need to have. And so a lot of kids end up dropping out of schools. And what good does that do? Not a lot. Like a lot of the kids, I don't know the statistics off the top of my head, but one of the sociology classes that I took was a class on juvenile delinquency, and it talked about how a lot of kids that end up dropping out of high school end up in prison. And our country has no problem, none whatsoever, with funding prisons. But we can't give money to poorly funded schools? I don't understand it. And I wish that something wonderful could be done about it. But I don't like it. Meh. And there are other things, but I'm just gonna stop there. Okay. Bye. See you next week.